Merry Christmas! Dinner was full!
This is insane, you guys.
Yo, this is sexy, man.
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the PanelsOnPages.com podcast with your host, Lee Rodriguez.
At the end of the day, babies are terrible people, and I'm not sorry for saying it.
Jason Knize.
Motherfucker, I won best costume!
Jose Guzman.
Yeah, I know nothing about Firestorm except for his hat's always burning.
And Kelly Harris.
Boy, love, it appears we got a penis in the mail.
I glued my fucking eyes shut!
I just want to see all these Yelp reviews of Jose's jizz.
Oh, sorry, I knocked over the salt.
Like you had anything better to do.
What's going on, everybody? Today is Tuesday, December 11th, 2018, and this is episode number 450 of the Panels on Pages podcast. I'm your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez, and joining me tonight, we got Mr. Jason Knize.
That's how you feed two birds with one scone.
Jose Guzman.
We talk about John Cena's new hair yet?
Oh, we have.
How have we not?
Wait, the long hair?
No, what the fuck's he got right now? What is going on with that thing?
I feel like we talked about it weeks ago. Where have you been?
Where haven't I been?
Christ. And Kelly Harris is here.
I've been bamboozled.
Uh-oh.
You have definitely been bamboozled. Fucking live bamboozled your ass yesterday.
Yeah, I did.
One of them. Oh, man. Fucking let's get into it, man.
So wait,
We've
Jose,
been getting into it.
Jose, what are you talking about with John Cena's hair?
Just that fucking weird, like
it's too long?
no, I thought he's got like a dad haircut or something.
Yeah, well, I mean, he always kind of did have a dad haircut.
I'm about to
No,
say,
but not
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Like it's like not coiffed. It's weird. I'm gonna have to try to find the fucking picture.
Well, I've got like
that I
him
saw.
at the Bumblebee premiere, looking pretty slick.
John Cena's dumb hair.
Bumblebee's getting good reviews, guys.
Bumblebee is getting resoundingly positive reviews. It's kind of crazy.
Better reviews than
It's
Aquaman.
funny. Because he's got his hair looks like fucking when it's okay. I'm gonna give you this picture now. Imagine, hold on. How do I do this? What's going on? Fucking internet. Okay, so that John Cena, like his hair is like done. Okay, so that John Cena is fine. I'm talking about this John Cena.
So, like, he doesn't have it all slicked down. It's just kind of long and shaggy. Hey, he's a
Looks
fucking
like
weird
fucking-
dude, man.
With this hair, tell me this motherfucker, like he looks like goddamn Bradshaw.
Oh, God. Sweet Link.
Yeah, I know.
God damn it.
How the fuck do you do the internet, people?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a longer version of, he always kind of had
So
that
weird.
high top, but yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
but
he's kind of
it's
had
so
in
weird. It's
the past year. He's kind of had that hairdo in the ring a little
Yeah.
bit.
when I first saw that picture at a glance, I was like, "Oh shit, Bradshaw's back." I
And-
wonder if he's fucking touching people in the shower.
Oh my God.
Jesus fuck.
You know how I always say that I look more.
That was him, right?
Yeah, he was the one soaping up Miz.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so I'm not off base.
No,
here.
you're not off base. It just took us by surprise.
What I
No,
did?
no one's saying it's inaccurate.
Yeah.
I'll fucking throw some deep cuts. Let's do
Right.
this thing.
That's right. Shit, I completely forgot what I was gonna say. God damn. Yeah. Oh, I always say that when my hair's longer, I look balder because like the longer hairs make it.
You are correct.
You can see that I have less hair follicles when I have longer hair, and that's the same thing with John Cena too. He's got a bald spot with that hairdo.
Yeah.
But what are you gonna do?
Fucking apparently wear your hair like that to the ring.
And this is gonna be fucking younger, man.
John Cena can do whatever he wants, man. At this point.
Hey man, do you, dog? Do you? I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Fucking looks like Bradshaw.
Weird. See, my shit is definitely gonna go gray.
You
But
got a
I'll-
thick
I'll
head
go
of hair,
bald.
Lee.
Why do you think I'm bald now, man? Like, I'm just like, fuck it. No, bald. Shave it. Because otherwise I look like I'm trying to hold on.
No, I'm never gonna be bald, but this shit's definitely gonna go gray someday.
Man, I'm all
believe-
about like a gray beard. Bring it on.
The wise words of Chris Ward, who said, never not have hair.
Never not have hair. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, like so far the gray has is contained to my chest area a little bit. Head still looking nice. It's but yes, it's gonna go. It's only a matter of time, for sure. But yeah, man. So fucking let's see what's going on.
Getting to be that time,
Now these old ass men are done talking about their hair. Fucking dude, I did not leave the house all weekend, and it was fucking amazing.
Nice.
It was awesome. We fucking actually grocery shopped last week, so we had food to make through the weekend. It'd been a while since we did that, so it was delightful. Had no plans, no commitments, just fucking stayed home. Weather sucked, so that even made it even better to stay home. So I did get a little bit of a project done. I've got, God only knows how many robots and toys of various shapes and sizes, but not much in the way of like actual adult man shit like tools, just not ever been a priority. But I did have to buy myself a jigsaw.
A jigsaw.
I got it.
Boy, you bought a jigsaw.
Specifically
Do it.
so I could cut a hole in a door so my cats can shit in a closet.
Nice.
Oh my god.
We got this
Sometimes you gotta just shit in the closet.
here's the fucking thing, man. The lady got a couple cats, and the best cat in the world still shits in a box in your house.
Mm-hmm.
And we have invested considerable monies into making the house not smell like cat shit. To which I always reply, not having a cat is free. And yet here we are, a couple $100 in, with various fancy litters and pans and all this and that, and just concentrated evil falls out of these fucking animals.
I'm real
We got-
fortunate that I am allergic to cats and I also dislike them, like just from a personal standpoint. So,
Yeah, the little fucking monsters.
Yeah.
Like I got a Facebook suggested post sent to me one time about the litter robot. It is a $400 robot litter box that takes care of all the shit for you. You gotta like empty the drawer cup once a week and you're good. And I'm like, that is almost worth it. I told my wife, I said, if I had a choice between a sex robot that looks like Asa Akira and a litter box robot that looks like Steve Buscemi litter box robot wins every fucking time. Like, it
Oh,
is
yeah.
the goddamn worst. Fucking awful. So she had the bright idea, hey, let's put the ship box in this in the little utility closet. We won't use it for much. We'll clean out what's in there and it'll be in there and it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. We just got to leave the door cracked. I'm like, okay, fine, cool, but you got to still scoop this motherfucker. It's like, fine, great. And then one day, one of the kids, the dog, somehow the door gets closed. And I walk in, I'm like, oh, great. Now we got to play find the shit. And there was a mountain of shit behind the Christmas tree. And I almost lost my goddamn mind. Okay, fine. We have to do something about this. So
Where'd they hide the Snickers bar?
we got this stupid as fuck cat door that is shaped like a kitty cat head with the ears and everything. So like I guess I'm cutting a hole in this fucking door. And I did, and you know what? It's worth it. Way to go. Is this the fucking way to go for sure? Because is it perfect? No. I ain't gotta see it. I ain't gotta smell it. Mostly it's okay. So the moral of the story is life is about compromises. Sometimes you gotta have the shit box, guys. That's the moral of the story, kids.
Where is the pictures of your handiwork on your Instagram? You'll post a picture when you change a robot from gray to dark gray.
Yeah, I didn't think about that until it was done because it was so fucking cold and rainy and shit, and I was all outside. It was awful. So I really didn't. I wasn't thinking about that. I was more thinking about the fact that okay, I've only got X amount of time to use this saw before I lose feelings in my fingers. Let's get this motherfucker going.
I thought you were going to say
used the saw before, and the conditions were less than optimal, but fucking did the job. So
you can go ahead and wear gloves when you do that, Lee.
I don't have gloves.
You don't have a single pair of gloves?
No.
You got oven mitts?
I do have an oven mitt.
There you go.
Do you have an Iron Man gauntlet?
I need the fucking Infinity Gauntlet.
You got Hulk hands? Throw some Hulk hands on.
Hulk hands
Punch a hole in that door. Hey, did you get the idea for this hole in your door from me? Huh?
That's what you do have a hole in your door. That's right.
I do. I got 2 holes and 2 doors.
Yeah. That's the way to go. A man's a fucking innovator.
Yeah. Check
Good shit.
out. How many doors and how many holes in your doors you got, Kelly?
I don't really think any. I think we just let the cat shit fly.
What?
Ugh, cats are the fucking worst.
Mine doesn't like make super smelly poop. Like every now and again, like I don't know, something gets him. But other than that, it's pretty all right.
See, I feel like I have a hyperactive sense of smell anyway.
Yeah.
Like I have the nose of like a pregnant chick. I'm all the time like something that Frid's about to go bad.
Pregnant chick working the cash register at Shake Shack.
Just fucking saying, I can smell it.
Some cat shit in here, and you are high.
All the time. But yeah, only other thing really worth talking about is, we're 2 weeks out to Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas, baby.
Well,
Got some shit wrapped to put under the tree. I was feeling very accomplished. I'm like, oh shit, I got all my stuff wrapped. Nicole's presents are all under the tree. It's great. I'm on top of the fucking game. And then the stuff from her mom started showing up, and that shit needs to be wrapped too. And I'm like, fuck. I forgot about that.
That sucks.
Gotta do all that shit. But looking very festive. Beginning to look a lot like Christmas. The office is looking a lot like an Amazon distribution center.
Yeah.
Just smiley face boxes as far as the eye can see from where I'm sitting. It's a little preposterous. But then we received our first gifts of the season by way of the Knizes. For starters, Target is worse at shipping than Amazon. And Amazon is pretty liberal with their packaging. 4 items came in 3 giant boxes.
Yeah.
Like,
and we
must have been,
clicked.
like,
We clicked on when we ordered the shit. We clicked on send these all in one order, and they're like, "Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. No thanks."
Yeah, we're not doing that. Instead, we're going to ship. We're going to ship a coloring book and a box that has 12 cubic feet. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do that. That's going to be a great plan. Like, this box shows up, and I'm like, "What the fuck is in this box?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's literally a coloring book."
Yeah.
And 700 of those airbags. Like, this is who okayed this? Nothing about this makes any fucking sense.
I don't get it.
It's really, really dumb.
It's very clear that the Target warehouse people, the shipping people, are just trying to fuck with the people who pay them.
Oh, 1,000%. Yeah. Or somebody just really hates the guy that picks up from the post office. They're like, fucking Lester, that piece of shit. Here. I got another one for you, Lester. You fuck. Like, it's got to be something. Because nothing else makes sense. It's fucking stupid. But, so the missus got a sweet coloring book. The kid got some art supplies. Knize eBayed me a missing piece from my Ghostbuster firehouse. Super fucking sweet outside the box. Wonderful. Thank you.
And can we mention the eBay seller wrapped it and put a little name tag on it, and it looked fucking amazing.
It looked great. Like
I just threw it out to the eBay seller. I was like, hey, could you either put on the outside of the box, don't open it until Christmas, or maybe even put this thing in a little wrapping paper? And then it had to be a half hour later, I get a message from the seller. I was like, how's this look? And I was like, holy shit, that's professional. That's better than Amazon would have done.
Yeah, fucking wrapped up. Got a ribbon, like a little snowflake
You
tag.
sent into a
fucking
picture.
night.
How does this look? But it's like him with the rep.
Just a straight up festive
But
dick pic.
The background of the picture is your room.
Like
I got it's that
that little interaction made me change my opinion on eBay as a whole. Like, there's good people out there.
Uh-oh.
No, he's right. Like this
New sponsor.
Bucks, it's good. Yeah, it was above and beyond for sure. Got Jack's copy of World of Wild Things Are, which somehow he didn't have. Fucking great idea.
Yeah, I figured for sure that might be one that you have, but
somehow we didn't have it.
Every little boy or little girl should have that.
I'm going through all this again, all the boxes because they were multitudinous boxes. It's fucking ridiculous. And then I stop dead in my tracks and say out loud, "This son of a bitch," because also in this box is a fucking learn to throw football, like an actual honest to god football, like a fucking real ESPN, the global leader in sports football.
ESPN, the global leader in sports.
I actually said out loud, the global leader in sports. Here we go.
I said to Mary, I was like, all right, as a bit. But also, like, if he's into it, he's into it. I was like, we're going to get Jax a football and just see Lee lose his fucking mind. And she was like, I love you so much right now. To the point where I told her that the packages had arrived, and she started to do a little dance because she was so excited about Lee's reaction. And then I'm talking to her, I'm like the real bit is like, if this is the first of many footballs Jax gets for Christmas this year.
Oh God, it would be great.
Lee's in-laws, Lee's mom.
I came upstairs and I go, the rest of the packages from the Knize came. And she's like, oh yeah. I go, look what's in here, and she fucking laughed. She laughed so hard. But it's funny because the prints out's great. And so we got this cool book, and Jax grabs the book and he flips through it. Sees the monster. He hugs his book. He's really excited about it. And I'm like, and then you also got this guy. And honest to God, I don't think he knows what it is. He was like, huh? He's like, what the fuck's wrong with this ball? Call me back when it's fully inflated, you weirdo. Football. Like, I think his only exposure from football has been at such a distance where he's like, this is just dudes running at each other. This is awesome.
That's great. Jax turned the bit
Nicole,
around on us.
Told Nicole, and I said, he hugged his book and had no idea what the football was. Maybe I'm doing something right with him after all. But, of course, now he's super into it. We got to tell him, don't throw it in the house, you fucking psycho.
Throw it in the house, Jax.
Once he got to figure out what it was, he was into it.
Jax,
for a moment, I'm like,
throw it in the house.
Here.
You got to toss it in the house.
Jax, throw it in the house and shave your head.
No, it's like a real ass football. Like, it's not like he couldn't have gone like a normal human being and been like, here, Nerf football is no. This is a real ass football.
I looked, and they definitely had Nerf footballs on the Target website, but they were the same price as this legit looking
Well, that doesn't even make sense.
Leather-esque ESPN teach you how to throw football. It's like, fuck yeah. Yeah, the fact that it had ESPN on it really sold it for me.
Yeah, no, it couldn't have been better. Okay, it's great. So thanks to you guys. I sent a Mary message as well. Really appreciate it.
Fucking love you, dude.
I do love a good bit.
Man, I fucking went hard on Amazon this weekend, and the Target website just crossing people off my list. Well, me and Mary both. It's kind of awesome taking my wife's credit card and my business's Amazon Prime account and just buying shit and not having any true responsibility for any of it.
What's going on, Knize?
Oh, shit. Let's see. Let's talk about that Avengers trailer. Let's talk about the Avengers trailer. Let's also talk about the 10 must-see moments of the Avengers trailer.
Well done.
Good stuff.
The sequel to Infinity War, which they revealed the title is What's Snappening? So
I also we also would have accepted the Snapture.
The Snapture. Yeah. Good. I should have done a bunch. Once I got the motion tracking down, I should have just done a bunch of titles and just workshopped it. That was fun. The the trailer's really good.
Yeah.
And I was already hyped for that movie, but I'm hyped even more now. And they didn't show shit.
No, they didn't show anything. It was a
They didn't show
perfect
anything
teaser.
that you already wasn't like. I guess the only thing that they really showed that you didn't really know what was going on was no, he left in the ship, didn't he?
Ronan.
Yeah, Ronan.
Well, you have to assume that
did
Tony...
Did Tony leave in the ship? Was he in the ship at the end of that one?
No, Tony and Nebula were the only people left on Titan. So you just kind of assume, the Guardians showed up there on the Benatar. So there's a ship there. You would assume that they would have gotten off the planet somehow.
Yeah, but that's what he was saying, like, I'm running out of shit. So it made it look like they were stuck.
Who knows? The Ronan reveal was super cool.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if none of that shit's even in the movie. Like
Well,
that whole Tony Stark shit.
It could
like
be.
It just works perfect as a trailer.
It could be. They do love to switch shit around on us.
They're going to switch it so hard. Tony Stark's not even going to be in this one.
So yeah, if you are listening to the sound of our voices and you haven't watched it yet, check out on the PoP YouTube the Avengers 10 must-see moments from the new Avengers trailer. Had a fun time.
It's really fucking funny.
Had a fun
I
time
like
working on that on Friday.
Quick turnaround too, man. I was impressed.
You got that done fast.
As soon as that trailer hit, man, I'd already workshopped some ideas with you guys and with Jose the day before. So I had a few ideas ready to go, and then as soon as it hit, it was just narrowing down those ideas and then pulling some clips, and I just powered through it until, what was it, like 9 o'clock that night? So it was maybe 12, 13 hours of working on that. And, I probably could have spent another week on it, but by then, who cares? Who fucking cares?
You gotta let the bird out the nest.
I got some. I got to work out some kinks. There was some stuff that I did that I liked, some stuff that I didn't, and I can kind of streamline the process, make things go quicker. So they were supposed to release a Spider-Man trailer last week too. So waiting for that to hit. I might be currently working on something, a secret project that is very Christmassy. That I hope to be showing everybody soon.
Ooh.
Like it. They apparently showed the Spider-Man trailer at a Brazil Comic-Con last weekend.
God damn, Brazil.
Wait. Spider-Man's alive?
Yeah, well, how do they handle that?
I mean,
I think they just say, you guys all know they're coming back.
Yeah, just like they announced today that Scott Derrickson is back for Doctor Strange too. So guess what? He makes that okay too.
Well, fuck. Yeah, they could have just very well not released a trailer, not told you anything else that was going on, and I'm sure
that movie's on the release schedule for like 6 months from now, so they have to do something.
It's true.
It's gonna be 2 hours of like Aunt May and Ned going like, "I wish he was here."
I don't know, Lee. Are you watching The Good Place?
Oh fuck yes, I'm watching The Good Place.
You saw the most recent episode
with all the Janets.
With all the Janets. Oh my
fucking
god,
genius!
Like, I am hot for every single one of those Janets.
All the Janets.
I like Eleanor Janet. I like Cheaty Janet. I like Tahani Janet. I like Jason Janet a lot. Kelly, you and Jose don't watch The Good Place, do you?
No, I need to.
Watch season 1, but have not got back.
Well,
so what are they on right now? 3?
It might be my favorite show.
Mid third season.
Okay, so maybe when that's over, when 3 goes on, I'll just binge 2 and 3.
It's so fun.
Fucking great.
And Mary just gets so much, like, I enjoy it, but Mary gets so much joy out of it. So I love spending time and watching The Good Place with her. Speaking of my lovely wife, her company Christmas party was this past weekend, and it was at a little tourist attraction in Orlando called Fun Spot. It's got a bunch of go-kart tracks, an arcade, some roller coasters,
some live gators.
Yeah, live gators. Yeah, it's got a bunch of shit like that. So we went out there. I was shooting some footage and trying to get a goddamn job or something. But then me and Mary kind of, they had some food and they had a little presentation, and then they were like, go, my children, and enjoy the spot of fun. And everybody could just run off and do their own shit. We all had wristbands. Me and Mary walked around a little bit. We hit the arcade, and the arcade had a stand-up Guitar Hero game. And it has been a minute since we have played Guitar Hero.
Nice.
And it was so much fun. We were basically in this empty arcade just rocking out to Guitar Hero, both just feeling ourselves to the point where we get home from the company Christmas party and Mary's on eBay looking at Guitar Hero games. She found the actual arcade cabinet for like $6,000. But she was also looking at Xbox 360 games and controllers and stuff. So I feel like after the first of the year, that's our next gimmick we're gonna do, is we're gonna bring back Guitar Hero in the house.
We busted out Rock Band for the first time in forever a few weeks ago, and it was so much fucking fun, you guys.
I love it so much. Like, I don't even know. Even these gross guitars that have probably been touched by so many tourists. It was.
Yeah, see, but the arcade one sucks because you get to play like a small portion of the song.
It felt like a full song to me.
Oh, really?
We did
yeah,
two
maybe
songs.
the ones that I played have just been bullshit. Then again, the only time I ever played that version was at they got a Chuck E. Cheese, and it was like, a minute.
Maybe
I paid for this.
Maybe it's because they want to keep shit moving, keep the line moving.
Maybe.
And then last thing before
Let's go, fucker. Put the guitar down.
Exactly.
Kids behind you.
The last thing
Go play some laser tag or something. Jesus.
So I put out a tweet, I believe it was yesterday, and I made a claim that between grape and strawberry jelly, I said that grape is the default. And boy,
Strawberry,
oh boy,
you fuck.
boy, oh boy, did I get fucking flamed on Twitter by our entire group of friends.
Are you here to take it back now, finally?
Yeah, are you going to make an apology?
Absolutely not, because I even said that I'll fuck with strawberry, I'll fuck with raspberry, I'll fuck with whatever. I'm just saying, if we're talking like default classic peanut butter and jelly, for me,
Strawberry.
It is grape jelly. Like in a cartoon, if you see a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, what color is the jelly? Purple.
Strawberry.
No, you're right. No, as far as society at large, purple is the grapes is the default, but that doesn't make it fucking right. Grape jelly is trash.
We get some of that purple stuff.
Grape jelly in a squeeze bottle, crunchy peanut butter.
Oh God!
Don't talk to me. You don't
I
like
just had a physical reaction to the
let's
notice
go-
of a squeeze ball of
See,
jelly.
and
Ugh.
here's the yin and the yang, because it's motherfucking strawberry jelly, creamy peanut butter, Reese's though.
Yeah, well, like that's basically cake frosting. That's not peanut butter.
Bullshit. How's that not? What? That's peanut butter. Get out of here.
that's straight up candy.
It has the same amount of sugar as Jif.
Does it?
Yes, because
Huh.
I just had this same fucking talk, no names, with another friend who said the exact same thing, who scoffed at my fucking Reese's peanut butter. So
I
he
know.
took
I
his-
did not scoff.
No, not you. I'm saying the other story.
Okay.
Who scoffed at my Reese's. So we took the peanut butter out of his cabinet because he said it's all sugar. And the fucking back of that had the exact same sugar as Reese's. So,
Peanut butter's not sugary. It's fatty as fuck.
No, it's got sugar in it. Come on.
Yeah, but
man.
not like it's not like a high sugar thing.
Hey, man, like
all I'm saying is people talk shit about Reese's peanut butter. Y'all better back off.
I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying the Reese's is good, but that's not like my peanut butter sandwich type peanut butter.
Hey, man, that's cool. That's why I said the yin and the yang.
It's yin and the
You
yang.
go- you
Angle of
go
the dangle,
crunchy.
man.
I'll go creamy.
No lie, like we got some, I think it was raspberry preserves from Aldi recently, or maybe it was strawberry. And like I pulled a whole fucking fruit out of the jar at one point.
Nice.
That was my one dig at both strawberry and raspberry jelly. Is my favorite thing about both of those is the seeds.
I like that.
See, I can't do seeds. Ugh. I'm not good with seeds. Get out of here, seeds.
No stems, no seeds, no sticks. See, now I can't even find the thread. But man, I got dogpiled on about some
There's a
motherfucking
seeds
jelly.
thread?
What?
You said let me find the thread. I was gonna say there's some seeds thread.
No, I was talking shit
Seeds?
about seeds. No one else backed me up.
Hey, man, sometimes you got to be the villain, man. Just saying.
I didn't expect. Like I put out some fucking great content on my Twitter. So fuck everybody that doesn't like or retweet some of my great stuff. And then I tweet about jelly, and all of a sudden everybody reads my tweets. All of a sudden everybody notices Knize's Twitter and needs to tell him about his ass. I see how it is.
It's okay, man.
And
It's
fuck
all right.
you, Juan.
Got him.
Juan said in the chat, Knize is always the villain. I was like, don't you even talk to me about Harold and Kumar's Christmas. We'll get to that.
That's fucking great. What's going on, Jose?
Now that you put me on the spot, I forgot.
Make some notes,
On the
man.
spot, it's every fucking week, dog.
Yeah, but I was in the middle of writing something, and then you threw me out.
Take some notes, Go to Kelly.
God damn it. I was trying to save Kelly for last because I feel like he has a fucking tale to tell us about his Monday. So what the fuck's going on, Kelly?
I had a Garfield day.
Aw.
You totally fucking did.
So yesterday, woke up, got my coffee, started reading some stuff. Mom leaves for work, so I'm like, all right, cool. I gotta take a shit. I'm gonna go take a shit.
How do you take your coffee, Kelly?
This time of year,
Right up his ass.
yes. This time of year, it's just coffee and nog.
Nice.
Yeah,
Black coffee.
Coffee in your coffee and nog mixed?
Well, I mean, I use the nog as the creamer essentially.
Do you? How is that?
Oh yeah, it's delicious.
I mean,
Huh.
it's creamy and it's sugary, so.
I
it's
will
tremendous.
try that in the morning. I will report.
How
I
the
will
fuck
put that
have
on my
you
board.
never tried
I have never
eggnog
tried that.
as
Yeah.
coffee creamer?
Really?
Never
It's
thought
tremendous.
about that.
No vision, this
Okay.
one.
Shit, let's talk about fucking vision. Yeah. Let's talk about some fucking food vision. Goddamn egg tacos. Okay, food vision. Food vision. Did that shit years before Taco Bell. Check the records. Goddamn it.
Pretty sure those were omelets.
No
There
vision.
are no goddamn omelets. It's an egg taco.
I like that Mahoney's here purely to just rile up Jose.
He's like fucking. He's the Statler and Waldorf for tonight's show.
I just every time I pop in, I like to think that Lee's like, "Oh shit, is it time?" And then I just fade back.
All right, so I go take my shit. I just hear pounding on the door. Boom, 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 boom. I got like a turd halfway out my ass.
Oh.
So all right, boom, 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 boom. I'm like fuck. So I quick squeeze it out, go wipe, and go get the door. It's my mom. She's like, I locked the keys in the car, and the car is still running.
Oh.
All right, sweet. So I call my dad. He's got an extra key because my mom is convinced that I can then get into the trunk and bust through the back seat, and come through and unlock the doors.
Wait,
What?
what?
Why? If your dad has a key, why wouldn't he just unlock it?
Because the doors don't have locks on them.
Oh, it's one of those.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
It's a keyless.
You got a key fobby thing. So
Is
you
it
just
the-
click. click the button.
Okay,
So he
it's
has
not
a
like
key, but not an extra fob.
Yeah, so we have an extra key that you can use for the trunk. It's dumb. But so we get in the trunk, and I was reading online about how, okay, so there should be some flap things that you can pull on the back seat and then kind of push it forward. Those aren't there. So then I'm trying to kick it down.
Yes.
Because the thing that I read was like, hey, if it doesn't have that, you can just push them down and kick them. All right, so I'm kicking, and eventually I punch it, and I just fucking bust open my knuckle. At this point, I did not realize I busted open my knuckle. I was wearing gloves. So I'm fucking around with this, trying to get it open. I can't get it open. At this point, I realize, why is my glove squishy?
So squishy.
Take my glove off. There's just blood streaming down my fingers.
Oh, MDK.
Yeah, MDK. I shake my hand off, put blood all over the driveway.
Nice. I hope it was like a freshly fallen snow.
It was. Thankfully, no, it wasn't snowing.
Okay.
That would have just made it even better. So we get inside, call a locksmith. Locksmith fixes it up. So I'm just inside. I'm washing my hand, and I look down, and there's just the little flap of skin. So I just bite that shit off and spit it in the sink.
Goddamn right you do.
Holy shit.
So wash it off, get it bandaged up.
Kelly, king of the death match.
Yeah. All right, time to
Hit a death match with life.
Yeah. Time to enjoy my Monday morning. So I'm reading the book, drinking my coffee. Then I hear like this noise on the side of the house. It sounds like scratching on the wall. So I'm like, oh, good. So I look outside, and there's a fucking squirrel trying to eat through the siding. So I go outside and yell at it. It doesn't budge. It just stares at me with its dead eyes. And let me tell you something about this squirrel. It's the fattest fuck I've ever seen. It's just fat as shit. Been eating nuts all day. Is gonna try and sleep in my house. So it doesn't move when I yell at it. So I go inside. I buy the recycling. I grab a cardboard shipping tube, and I just throw it at it. Unfortunately, I miss, but it runs. And it just jumps into the tree and still stares at me. So I just whack the tree a bunch of times, and then it runs away finally. So then I go back, finish my coffee and read. Normally on Mondays, I have off on Mondays. I don't work Mondays. I usually use my Mondays and do my house cleaning, do the dishes, clean the bathroom, all that kind of stuff. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna let this busted knuckle upset my week. So what I do is I don't want to get it wet because that'll just burn and probably bleed all over the dishes. So I just take a plastic bag that you'd get from your normal shopping and then proceed to duct tape it to my arm. As you do.
You're the Sabu of washing dishes.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
So
somebody who draws Kelly as Sabu washing dishes. Just squirting blood everywhere.
Yeah, it didn't work. My hand got wet. So I take it off, and my arm is itchy as fuck from this duct tape then. It's at that point that I think, maybe I should look under the sink. Maybe we got some gloves I could wear. Sure enough, there's some Rubbermaid gloves down there. So put those on. Probably should have done that first instead of taping a bag to my hand like some kind of fucking maniac.
No, that's that DIY indie wrestling just mindset.
Yeah. Yeah, you got something wrong, you just got to tape it shut. And so, yeah, then I actually went about my day pretty normally, other than that. This morning was stepping in 2 different piles of cat puke. That was fun.
Ugh, fucking cats.
One was outside of the bathroom right before I was going to go shower, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck is wet? And it's all chunky, so I wipe that off my foot. Then I go back to my room to grab something, and at which point I step in another puddle that I had missed the first time coming out of my room. He had quite a morning.
What did you do to these cats, Kelly?
I know, these fucking cats. So yeah, that was the bad parts. But other than that, I've been smashing my brother so much. Have you guys been smashing your brothers at all?
No,
I've
no.
not been smashing brothers.
No.
Oh man, you guys should smash some brothers.
Hope we
It's
get
so
a chance to
good.
smash some brothers at Christmas time.
Yeah, I'm sure at
It's
some point Mary
so
is
fucking
going to
good.
be smashing some brothers, I feel.
I have put 10.5 hours into this game already.
Jesus Christ. Did it come out like yesterday?
Friday. It came out Friday. Let me tell you something. I don't know if I'll ever actually play multiplayer on this game. There is so much single player content.
That's
The
fucking
main,
great.
like the story mode, the adventure mode, where they're like talking about the spirits and shit, where that's gonna take you around 20 some hours.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. Even better, the classic mode where you kind of run through like your the typical arcade mode. You know, every character's one is unique.
That's awesome. Like kind of
Yes.
Mortal Kombat style.
Yes, I love it. Like so far, my favorite one was surprisingly Jigglypuffs because it's just the original game, but HD.
Oh, awesome.
That's fucking. How do they do that? My God.
Yeah, it's so cool. Like, there's so much shit in this game to do. Like, I'm going to be smashing brothers for so long. Like, I love it. It might be my game of the year. Like, I
man.
fucking love this thing.
Bold
then
words. I like it.
Speaking of Mortal Kombat, did you guys see that Mortal Kombat 11 trailer from the Game Awards?
No, it
That was
exists,
cool.
but I have not seen it yet.
it was fucking cool.
Pretty cool.
Like, it looks like they're kind of working in how they die into the story, which is kind of an interesting way to do it.
And I haven't played a Mortal Kombat game in a while.
Forevers.
I might actually buy it because it's going to be on Switch.
Cool.
Mortal Kombat on a Nintendo, huh?
Yep.
Never would have thought.
Oh.
Not
Wait,
since
Like a mild version or
Nintendo 64.
blood and all?
I think it's going to be full-on blood.
How the hell they put Doom on that shit?
Yeah. There's no rules anymore.
My oh my Switch.
And then Sunday night was Cage of Death.
Oh, boy. Oh, nice cosplay. Wow.
Oh man.
Knize cosplay's forehead is just lumpy and weird.
And it
he
has
got
gotten
some skewers in it.
It's gotten so bad in the past year and a half, just since like we saw him at WrestleMania in Orlando.
Yeah.
I thought that guy was like on his way out. I thought he was kind of doing a retirement run. No,
It kind of seemed he's slowed down, definitely. He's not doing tournaments anymore, which I'm sure helps.
he sure is sticking skewers in his goddamn forehead like he's a giant albino meatball.
Yeah. But you get a chance to tag team with Onita, you're not going to pass that up.
That's true. Spurt.
Yep.
This looks like shit. This guy.
Yeah.
You know,
Like
on the opposite of that though, the CZW production values look pretty good from what I saw.
They're doing really good now.
From that 2-minute recap, it looked pretty damn good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's looking pretty decent now. The Cage of Death match itself was always fun. Like they always build just something fucking insane, and of course they had to make a giant weird scaffold so that dude could go flying through it through some panes of glass and barbed wire as well.
Yeah,
why
they
not?
had
you're gonna fucking do it. You're gonna do it.
They had the barbed wire spider web again.
Yep.
No,
Not really. It was more just barbed wire, a barbed wire board. The spider web was an unrelated gift that people were passing around online for some reason. Yeah, I don't know why that was making the rounds.
That
suddenly.
looked nasty, whatever that was.
Yeah, that looked gnarly.
I'm watching this thing now. This recap, stream it again. It's just
Wait until we get to the dildo.
The dildo is the best.
What they didn't show in the recap was that was only one of the dildos. There was another one. That one was on a drill and was put into a man's mouth, and boy howdy was it spun around.
The clip in this 2-minute recap is they stick a black suction cup dildo onto the seat of a metal folding chair and then does like a Manhattan drop onto the chair so that the dick goes right up the dude's butt. Well, I mean, not up his butt, like between his legs.
But like up his butt.
Like you can see the head of the dildo sticking out between his legs when he's sitting in the chair.
But there's also the bit from that match before. That match, but they showed it before the dildo bit where the woman decided to motorboat a blow-up doll's ass.
Yeah.
And then the commentator decided, I need to talk about how much I enjoy eating ass now. No one wants that. That's the guy that was that announcer at that show, Jose, and I said, this guy fucking sucks. And you're like, why? Like, he just has bad takes.
That guy. He was essentially the CZW ring announcer at the time.
Yeah.
Kind of wormy, got that bad beard and glasses.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of somebody we know who might like to send dick pictures.
Hypothetically.
No. That part's not hypothetical.
That part's not hypothetical. No.
The other good moment of this, one of my favorite moments of the show, was actually not wrestling related at all. But the Larry Legend, the ring announcer, who you guys will probably remember from
Spring Break.
Yeah. He's making an announcement, about the concession stand. He goes, "Why don't you wrap your lips around a tasty wiener?" At which point the crowd then started a tasty wiener chant.
Great.
But he also got into the ring during the dildo on the chair spot and was offering to take a slam onto the chair.
Jesus Christ.
In much the manner as the one in the video did. But yeah, the Cage of Death match had one of the grossest spots I've seen all year, where a dude got his tongue stapled to a board.
I don't even understand the physics of
No,
that.
I don't either. I think he went under, and it's gross. It's real gross.
And legit.
It looked legit. Like, he lifted it with his tongue.
Oh my God.
Fucking awful.
Like, you could see him pull the staple out of his tongue, like in the camera shot when he got it ripped out.
Just doesn't seem worth it.
Still safer than
but
working
he
for
won.
the WWE,
He's the champion now.
Oh, good for you, dude.
You deserve to be champion if that happens.
Yeah, if that's what you're willing to do, fuck it. If the other guy's not.
I realized something this weekend at work. So I was looking at this cover of this Spider-Man comic where it was like a Spider-Man all busted up and bleeding, and it looked like shit. Like, the blood looked like he just took a bunch of pull and peel Twizzlers and stuck each strand to his face. I've realized that artists, if you're going to draw like a bloody fight scene, you should watch some deathmatch wrestling to learn how blood actually moves on a human body.
That's accurate.
Yeah.
Hot take.
Man.
Yeah.
Could you imagine like a realistic CZW video game?
Fucking nuts. You've had a heck of a weekend, Kelly.
Yeah, it was a solid weekend. A lot of stuff going on.
Good thing you had all those Band-Aids for your knuckle.
I know.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sweet life-sustaining Band-Aids.
Have I talked about the Band-Aids? Was that this past week?
I don't know if you talked about the Band-Aids. I think
I got that last Wednesday, so I didn't talk about it.
Tell them how you eat those Band-Aids, Kelly.
I don't eat the Band-Aids. I use them on my hand. So I get a package from Amazon Wednesday morning, really nicely open it up. Oh, nicely wrapped present. All right, take it out of the bag. It's a fucking box of Band-Aids. But I'm actually glad I got those Band-Aids now, because I've used a whole bunch of them.
Oh, great. How many have you eaten?
None. I don't eat them. Stop telling The Rock I eat them.
Oh, The Rock knows.
Damn
Yeah,
it,
you
Rock.
can't hide that shit from The Rock.
We need one of those. You know how The Rock does pictures of his big cheat meals?
Yeah, was it a bunch of Band-Aids?
Yeah, we need to do one, just a big spread of different kinds of Band-Aids.
It's fucking great. So yeah,
I don't even know how I'd eat a Band-Aid. Like, how are you gonna get that down?
I feel like
Crumple
it's gotta
it up
be
in your hand and you swallow it like a pill.
But that's not eating. That's just swallowing.
No, that counts. I would let that count. I would
You can
dunk
chew
it.
it if you want.
I would
like a
dunk
piece
it
of cheese
in
then.
some sort of sauce because it's got that pad on it, so it's absorbent.
Ooh.
That's a good point.
But then you probably want to chew on it as little as possible before swallowing.
I mean, it's like gum, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah.
You soak it in some maybe some like General Tso's, and then you chew it for a bit. Wow, that's
Old General to the rescue.
So
Anyway-
I'd probably go like some mint flavored something.
okay.
It's
So
good.
just make it straight up like gum then.
Would you, if you had to choose between putting raspberry jelly or grape jelly on it, which jelly?
Oh, raspberry all day.
Yeah. All right. Good choice. Good choice. Now, this is going to come into play soon, Lee, because Kelly's in the Kerouac competition. And if he were to win the Kerouac, I'm going to make him eat a Band-Aid, Lee.
I'm not gonna eat a Band-Aid. I'm just gonna be like Gino and pretend I don't play this game.
No, see, Gino had a pass because he is a large, strong-looking black dude. So none of us were gonna be like, "Hey, you got to do some stupid shit because you were in last place."
You know how to pass because I had no idea how to get in contact with him.
It's true.
So yeah, Lee, this is it. 2 more weeks, Lee.
It seems like so long.
2 more weeks. Hey, it's like a Christmas present. Christmas is in 2 weeks, and fantasy football will be over in 2 weeks.
Holy shit! And we're gonna be gone.
Oh, and we're gonna be gone one of those weeks.
We're gonna be gone, so we're not gonna be able to talk about the winner until we get back from holiday break.
or just
Alright,
like
well,
never. We could just never talk about it.
4 more weeks, Lee, and then we'll finally talk about football again.
What if we just don't talk about it ever again?
I mean, that doesn't sound very good. Here, I'm gonna spare you. I'm gonna spare you, Lee, because there's too much to talk about this week. This is what I'm gonna tell you. Highlights from last week. You really got to get your shit together with your team. You're starting some terrible players. You scored 67 points. That's pretty pathetic. That's almost as bad as Juan, who scored 39 points, Lee.
If it wasn't for Juan's kicker,
if you sat down and tried to score 39 points, I'm not sure you could do it. It was really just remarkable. So,
if it weren't
good
for
job,
Juan's kicker, every person starting on Juan's team would have had single-digit scores.
Yep. Let's run down the list here. There's 9 players on his team. 6 points, 1.5 points, 3 points, 0.5 point, 3.5, 1, 9.5, 1, and then 13.
His kicker.
Points.
His kicker, which he probably drafted second round.
Probably. So, bad week for Juan. Lee, had the highest score of the entire league for the whole week, 157 points, and I choked the life out of Knize.
He certainly did.
Like I said I would.
He did.
And I doubled his score, 157 to 81.
Yeah.
It was rough.
Real hit to the ego there.
So here's the deal, Lee. We are in round 1 of the playoffs. There's 3 stages of playoffs happening right now, Lee. There's Tito, Vetter, Mel, and Matt are playing for the belt. The real belt. Engrave their name on it. Take it away from Jose.
Which
Jose
I already dubbed the
running.
champ. I already dubbed the champ. The champ's on the belt.
Oh, who'd you put on the belt?
R.I.P. Tito.
Yeah, it's Tito. Tito's a runaway freight train scoring like 160 points a week. None of them stand a chance.
Yeah.
They don't stand a chance. And then every time you try to talk to Tito about how he's a runaway freight train, he's like,
"Oh, you
I
guys are
do okay.
you guys are so sweet."
I do okay. I could really use a better whatever. And it's like, okay, sure. So you could score 190 points.
Yeah,
a week.
it would be
Whatever.
nice if Drew Brees scored me 17 touchdowns.
Yeah. Boo hoo. So the 4 of them are going for the belt. 2 of them will play next week. And 2 of them will play for the consolation game, and they'll come in.
I mean, all of them
third
are
and
going to
fourth.
play both weeks.
Well, right. But 2 of them will play for a purpose. The other 2 will play to get 3rd and 4th place.
Right.
which who gives a shit?
Well, I'm going to hand Tito his belt in person.
There you go. That's a good idea. So then on the other end of the spectrum, well, before we get there, then there's those of us in the middle, Lee. That's Jose and Mary. They're playing each other.
Tied records, the two of them.
We
Tied
just
records.
played each other, too.
Yeah.
7-7. Yeah, 2 weeks in a row they're going to play each other.
She's going to avenge that loss.
And Lee,
Who?
I play
Who's
you.
going to avenge that loss?
Mary's going to avenge that loss. I was...
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah?
She is.
Careful. You're going to get them all riled up again.
Yeah.
And if you
She's
win,
gonna win by
Jose...
she's going to win by 1 point on a touchdown by Antonio Brown.
Oh, I would fucking
In
love it so
overtime
much. Oh, my God.
to win the game.
Dude, Hallmark has an Antonio Brown ornament, and I wanted to get it for you so bad. Or I should have, like, sent you a link and be like, hey, who's this?
Kenyon Drake, wide receiver.
They did
Yeah, does
not
he have an
have...
ornament?
They did not have a Kenyon Drake ornament.
Kenyon drank.
Love that canyon drink.
He thought he was getting Canada's Drake. He said, "Who's this Kenyon Drake?" I thought Canada Drake.
I thought I was getting Hotline Bling.
Yeah.
You know who's going to get Hotline Bling is Lee, because I play Lee in this consolation round of the playoffs, and I'm going to crush you,
You're
Lee.
gonna crush
and it's nothing personal.
Mahoney,
Nothing personal.
You
You're going to start Nelson Aguilar, and he's going to score you 3 points, and I'm going to crush you.
At some point, Lee has to text Goat and be like, dude, what the fuck?
My reputation is at stake here.
What the fuck, man? Why are you starting Nelson Aguilar again?
You're done. It's all over for you. So then we have the exciting game, because really, who cares about the championship game? That's going to be Tito.
For real. This
But
whole
the
season
four
is
teams
suspect.
in the running for the Kerouac are Kelly, Knize, Thatcher, and Juan. And so Kelly and Thatcher play each other this week. Projected 108 to 104 in favor of Thatcher. So real close game for the two of them.
That's close.
That's close. That's going to be a nail biter. Everybody tune in and watch that. It's going to be fun.
I got him.
On the other hand, you got Knize and Juan. Knize projected at 93, Juan projected at 80, but Juan was projected higher than 80 last week, and he scored 36 points. So you gotta take a look at that roster,
side
Juan.
bet. Let's side
What's the
bet.
side bet?
Let's
Over
side
and
bet.
under on 40?
No, me and Knize are going to play.
Oh.
Yeah, wasn't it? We're playing versus scores.
Oh yeah, that's right.
For the no, it's last week. Whoever's in the losers game. It was if I'm in the losers game, and I beat you, you're the loser winner, or
Yep, that's what it was.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want to do a.
I'm confused.
Let's do a guaranteed. We're playing the last week. No matter
Okay.
who we're playing, we're playing.
Okay,
So what's the side bet?
All right.
we'll figure that out.
Thank God.
Okay. So next week, Lee, either Kelly, Thatcher, Juan, and Knize, two of those people will play each other and determine who is the winner of the Kerouac.
I have a good feeling that I'm not even going to be in that game.
Yep, I think it's gonna be Juan and Thatcher.
Maybe. I think it's gonna be Juan and somebody.
I could see that.
Yeah, but see, I feel like too many teams in our league give up when they're not in the playoffs and they don't pay attention. So, Kelly, all you have to do is really pay more attention than Tad does.
Oh, I pay attention.
Okay, yeah, you do.
Kelly had a
Sweet boy.
solid week last week.
Yeah, I had a solid week until like my last two best players are just like, nah,
Yeah,
let's not really do anything this week.
that was too
I'm
bad.
all right.
Let's see. What did you score? You scored 98.5, and Tad scored 99. So you're right there. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I was gonna say I don't know if you're gonna get 30 points out of Brady again, but you didn't start Brady. So
Yeah, I didn't start him because he wasn't supposed to score that much.
Yep.
Like shitty weathermen, these projecting people.
Everyone at ESPN should be fired.
They told Knize and I that the projected score was 105 to 103.
Right.
And it turned out to be 157 to 81.
Yeah, you guys.
So real good. Real good job.
Like, they got it right in the fact that they picked American numbers.
Yeah.
English numbers, you know? Juggalo John in the chat says that we need to be gearing up for another season of Zero's actual fantasy league.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that is some shit I can get behind.
Yeah.
When are we doing this time?
Who knows?
Or
Zero's
to be determined.
Zero's the commissioner.
Okay. Let me float an idea. Hear me out. Trades.
Yeah, but that he would have to build that functionality.
Yeah, Zero. Build the trade functionality. I want to be able to make some trades.
Well, gauntlet thrown.
And don't put in a trade deadline because I want to fuck over Jose. Oh, okay. One more funny story about fantasy football. Matt has wanted David Johnson for weeks. Ever since I got him from Kelly. He's been like, hey, how are you feeling about David Johnson? Can I get him? Can I get him? Can I get him? And every week I'm like, nah. And every week he lets me down, David Johnson, and he scored like 7 points, 6.5 points. He just sucks. And so I lost my chance at going 500, and I said, fuck this whole game. And I said, you know what, Matt? You want David Johnson? Take him. Take him for Amari Cooper, who I don't care about, but that was the original trade that you proposed. Ooh. Take him for Amari Cooper. I don't give a shit. Have him. I don't even want him. And then I put Amari Cooper on my bench, where I planned to leave him forever because I don't think he's that good. And then Odell Beckham Jr. got a bruise. He got a bruise, Lee, so he sat down and he didn't play that week because, you know, with a bruise, like, you raise your arm the wrong way or somebody pokes you a little bit, it might hurt. So he didn't want to play. So I had to go ahead. I had to go ahead and put Amari Cooper in my lineup, and he scored 44 points.
Yeah. And Odell Beckham, who he tried to trade me for George Kittle, who put up 45 points. Kittle.
Yeah. Beckham scored 0 points. Kittle put up 30.5.
It's amazing.
Well, 45 in my CBS league. I'm still in it for the money.
Oh.
The money league, I'm going to make the playoffs.
Whoa. You're two-timing us with another league?
I'm two-timing the other league with you guys.
Yeah,
I was in that league first.
It's true.
All right.
I can juggle, baby.
Obviously not if only one of your teams is in the playoffs.
No, because I have almost the same team in both leagues. I just happen to be stuck in the fucking greatest division.
Smells like burnt Pop-Tarts in here.
In all your guys'
smells like burnt Pop-Tarts.
Oh.
Put me in anyone else's division, and I'm first place almost.
Oh, God, charcoal. Woo!
Too busy worrying about Canada's Drake over here.
7-7 is good for second place in any division and third place in yours.
Yep.
All right, I'll take it.
Yeah, take it.
It's the opposite of Trash
It
Mountain.
would get you exactly where you are today.
It's the opposite of Trash Mountain, except for Vetter, who I feel has skated through this season without really deserving it.
Vetter, here's the deal. Vetter is 12-2. He was 11-1 last week. 12-2.
Jesus Christ.
Best record in the league by a game. 11-3 for Tito and 11-3 for Matt. 12-2 for Vetter, but he has scored substantially fewer points than Matt or Tito.
He won a couple games that were like 86 to 83.
Right.
Yep.
Like
he scored less points than Jose. He scored less points than Mel.
Yeah, I've scored a lot of points. I've scored more points than a lot of motherfuckers in the league.
It's true.
Yeah.
Look it up.
He's only 50 points ahead of me. And I'm 6-8. And he's 12-2. So I don't want to say that he had a lucky season, but that seems like a pretty lucky season.
I will say
the games his team shit the pot, the other team shit harder.
Yep.
I will say good luck and enjoy being knocked out of the playoffs in the first week
Enjoy
by Tito's train.
The problem with playing Tito's team is you're like, I think I could do this. I think I could take out Tito's team.
That's right.
And then half of his team scores 35 points. And you're like, okay.
I was winning the
isn't
first
fun.
half of when we played.
I
And
checked.
the second half.
I checked my scores this week, and the games start on Sunday at 1:00. I checked at like 1:30, and Mahoney already had 100 points, and I was like, okay, cool, moving on.
Crunch, crunch, box, box.
Crunch, crunch, box, box.
Fucking Nicole's doing her best Amazon fulfillment center impression over here, just slinging boxes and throwing shit everywhere.
Oh
I can't hear all the streaming talk about football, Nicole.
It's true.
Nicole. Lee, can she hear us?
Nicole needs a
Oh, she can hear
team
you.
next year.
Can
Nicole
she
needs
hear
a
us?
team.
Nicole, this is a player that Jose has on his team that he says he's good. He doesn't need to get a backup. He's good. After suffering a bruised nerve in his neck on an onside kick recovery, Eckler entered the concussion protocol because of developing symptoms of a head injury. The two injuries make it unlikely Eckler will rally in time for Thursday's game in Kansas City.
It's not
I'm
a
good.
tragedy.
You're
He'll
good?
be in.
You're
He'll be
good?
in.
So you're
The
Yeah.
guy
saying
has a
we
bruised
gotta-
nerve in his neck and a concussion.
Yeah,
And
he'll
he
be
has
fine.
to play in 2 days. And
It
you're
ain't got
good?
nothing to do with his feet. He's a runner.
That seems unlikely, Jose.
Put some dirt in it, you puss.
What do you got? Pokey wrist?
Oh, Jesus. So, Jose.
I'll just pick up Kareem Hunt. He's available.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar doesn't play football, Jose.
Yeah, no shit.
Mary loves
Did you
Kareem
have a
Hunt.
chance to write some notes, Jose?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Tiki Barber.
Mary
I'll
loves
keep
Kareem Hunt because
Tiki Barber, who just walked out on Good Day America in high heels because apparently he's playing the lead in Kinky Boots, which
Nice.
is fucking weird to me. But all right.
work
Play
it,
that
girl.
defense.
Work it.
Saw Bohemian Rhapsody. Finally got to take shares.
No names, man. No names.
No, they,
Shit.
We'll
Got
edit
him.
that in post. We'll edit that. We'll cut
Okay,
that.
okay.
Share
Rewind
Bohemian
that.
Rhapsody with what? With who? With who
Nothing.
did-
Nothing.
No
nothing.
one.
I
He saw
went
it by
nobody.
himself.
Okay, nobody went.
You put the hole in the thing and you
No,
jerked
nothing
yourself off.
Nothing happened. Don't worry about it. Went saw Bohemian Rhapsody. Pretty good movie. Great Queen movie. Apparently, and we did watch a couple things after comparing the two. Not accurate. So if you want to go watch a cool, feel good, awesome Queen movie, that's the movie. Just don't.
I mean, it's a movie.
It's a great movie. It's a great Queen movie. All the Queen shit was cool. The story they told was great. It's just the story they told isn't 100% true, accurate, or in the order things happen.
Yeah, maybe don't use it for your book report
Right.
about Queen.
Correct. But it's a great fucking Queen movie. Like, it's pretty good. You think you're watching Queen. It's cool. As well fucking went goddamn Amazon ham. What up, Business Prime?
Yeah, that's right.
Y'all be getting some I'm changing how I'm doing Christmas. You'll see when you get it.
Nice.
Christmas,
Okay.
Christmas will never be the same.
That sounds like a threat, Jose.
Oh, it is. It's a threat.
It's so funny. We got this Amazon Prime account through the 11th hour. So, we use it for the business, and then we also use it for our personal needs when we want fucking free shipping, which, hallelujah, thank you, free shipping. And at one point the other night, I was about to go in and get a couple things, and I look at the cart, and there's like 300 things in the cart. And I message Jose, and I'm like, I'll let you finish. I don't want to mess up what you got going on there. I'm like, holy shit, homie.
That's fucking great.
Oh, we went so ham. Got a couple more things to get, but for the most part, done. Now we just got to get it to people. So
That's right.
I'm gonna try aiming for that 25th, baby. But some of y'all might be getting your shit on the 28th. I mean, it might.
I don't mind that. I like a good late Christmas present once in a while.
Because you're done, and then you're like, oh shit, more Christmas.
Shit,
nice.
new shit.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, I fucking love a late Christmas present.
Like when you look behind the fucking couch and you find that, oh shit, there's a present there.
There's
Let's
a
open
Red
that
Ryder
bitch.
BB gun there the entire time.
Oh shit, Cream Hunt is available.
Hey.
He says, we're done with that.
Yeah, so I don't know. I hope everyone digs it, but this is going to be my new tradition. So suck it. If you don't like it, deal with it.
Oh man,
it's fucking coming.
You know what? My favorite thing about Christmas is the confrontation.
Ooh, we need like a Christmas Olympics.
Oh, tree
Christmas
throwing.
belt.
Tree throwing.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been thinking because I've been very much in the Christmas spirit lately, and I was just thinking back to my tree throwing days. just how different a boy I was back then. Still a thick boy, but different thick
He's a
boy.
young boy with bright tree chucking aspirations.
Nicole says she's glad you don't want to throw trees anymore.
Yeah, it's better this way.
She's glad your trees behind you.
So that's what's up. I'll keep it short and sweet so we can get to our
I dig it.
to our shit. But that's what's up. Christmas is coming, y'all. Watch out.
Is the goose getting fat?
I dig it.
Please put a penny in the old man's hat.
What old man hat? What penny in the hat?
If you haven't got a penny, a half penny will do.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You haven't got a half penny, then God bless you.
I think this is some kind of football play.
But listen, I was listening to the Muppets and John Denver Christmas album on Sunday, and that's a dang old song on there.
Dang old.
Miss Piggy singing that shit.
It's one of them hot Miss Piggy tracks. I get it. I fucks with Miss Piggy. It's all right. I like it.
Oh man, I got to it too late with my Amazon list, but Marvel Select, or not Marvel Select, Diamond Select has their line of Muppets action figures.
They look real nice,
and
man.
they're not super expensive either. Like,
dude, those diamond figures are a solid value.
A lot of them are under $20. Like, did you see the new Swedish Chef that they've got?
Yeah, like the chef.
Yeah, that one's pretty nice.
The Statler and Waldorf have a wall-mountable theater box.
Oh my god,
which is fucking great. Like, that's one of those things I can't believe I don't have it right now. It's awesome. Yeah, those Diamond Select figures are not the build quality isn't awesome on them. Like some of them, the arms and limbs will kind of pop off. You got to put them back in place.
Sure.
Like, they're not the sturdiest thing in the world, but they're also not meant to be played with. So, hell of a slide. And where the fuck else are you gonna get two figures for $20 these days?
Right.
So, I don't mind it. All right, let's hit these fucking lists, man.
Amen.
So, this week, we're hitting up doing the top 6 Christmas movies, of which there are about 700,000, and
I don't like any of them.
And about 99% of them are trash.
Yeah.
Because I remember in October, Hulu had this kick-ass the Huluween library, all this horror shit, whatever.
Yeah,
there's legit stuff in there. Hulu's Christmas library is fucking garbage,
except for the season streamings.
Yeah, it's just it's just a stream of ABC Family original movies.
Yeah,
like
they all have
terrible.
the same like box art.
Yeah, they're all the same. And I feel like Melissa Joan Hart is a 90 of them.
Right.
Although that may be unfair. I don't know. It's not a good time. They look terrible. But still surprisingly hard to pare down the list to 6. So
yeah,
fuck. I'll kick us off here.
My list is going to have some reoccurring. I am pretty sure.
See, I wanted to steer clear with some of reoccurring. I wanted to go with some a little unique, a little off the wall. Some of these guys, but quick, I'm going to do Jose Guzman style shout outs
Shout out, dog.
We need a
To-
shout out sounder.
to Die Hard, Christmas Vacation, Home Alone, and the Kiss Kiss Bang Bangs. Classics, one and all. I'm going to also throw a shout out to the Christmas Chronicles on the Netflix. You'll watch that this weekend. It's fucking cute.
Still need to watch that. I'm super
I
into
need
it.
to see that.
It's a solid Christmas movie. Like, it's it's not great, but it's a lot of fun. And the reindeer effects look pretty good. And Kurt Russell he's a plus movie Santa though. He's great. He fucking rules. So if you haven't seen it, I'm gonna check it out. So, all right. So I'm gonna start off with Arnold Schwarzenegger's magnum opus, Jingle All the Way.
Fuck yeah, you are.
Fucking
Love that movie.
love Jingle All the Way.
Goddamn underrated.
Like, I liked it as a kid. As an adult, it rings so much truer even than it did then. Like, every bit of it's great. And, like, Sinbad is awesome. The opening bit where he's like, telling all the people, "You're my number one customer," and then he fucking, gives his wife the same fucking cheesy line. Phil Hartman crushes it in every scene that he's in. Like, it's so good. R.I.P. Phil Hartman.
Dasher,
Fucking
Dancer,
great.
Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donna, Blitzen.
Yeah. I knew this for miles. So great. So good. I'm going to toss in Bad Santa on this fucking list.
Man, I hate Bad Santa.
Oh, I love Bad Santa.
I don't know what it is.
It's like one of my fondest memories is watching my mom lose her fucking mind watching Bad Santa. She thought it was the funniest shit in the world. Mom's got a great big belly laugh when she gets it going. So that's great. I fucking love Bad Santa. R.I.P. John Ritter. A lot of dead people on my list, apparently.
Oh, man, John Ritter.
John Ritter.
What an American sweetheart.
Fucking Bernie Mac's in that movie, too. R.I.P. Bernie Mac.
You
know who's still kicking it? The dwarf.
Yeah, I was about to say, was Mini-Me in that one?
No, but that guy's fucking funny, though. He's fucking great. I'm going to throw on The Night Before with...
Yeah. Fuck yeah, I watched that on the plane. A lot better than I thought it was going to be.
We watched it kind of on a whim one night, and when it was over, I'm like, that was fucking funny. It was really funny, really sweet, and like a solid Christmas movie by the time it was all
and
done.
like deals with some real heavy shit.
Yeah.
And the best part of the whole movie, though, is Michael Shannon. Kelly.
Michael Shannon is great.
Kelly, have you seen The Night Before?
I haven't. I need to.
Kelly.
Yeah.
Michael Shannon in The Night Before is like what your Michael Shannon impersonation is made of.
Yes. He's gold in it. One of my favorite bits, though, is when Seth Rogen's character is high off his ass and he has the girl's phone at dinner and doesn't know it. He doesn't understand what the fuck's happening.
Getting
and
the
just
text from James.
Oh, so good. So good. It's fucking great.
Did you bleed in my fucking drink?
It's great. Also, fucking Gremlins. Now, this is one of those that Nicole and I fight about. She says Gremlins is not a Christmas movie. I say, fuck you. Gremlins.
He was a Christmas present.
He was a Christmas present. As the word Gremlins graces the title comes up, the word Christmas is ringing across the radio.
Yeah.
It is straight up a Christmas movie.
Yes.
100%.
And holds up. Gremlins is one of those that holds up real good.
Yeah. Mary wanted to watch Gremlins a couple months ago, and I was like, nah, we're waiting until Christmas. So now she's like, let's fucking watch Gremlins.
Yeah, Gremlins is fucking great. Then we're going to throw up Michael Dougherty's Krampus. I think I may have talked about a little bit last week because we watched it at the cabin.
Really
That's
good.
good.
Really good.
I haven't seen that yet. On my list.
Great cast, just great effects, scary.
Great cast, lots of great practical effects.
Yeah.
Like they
I'm a fan of
made
that.
the monsters, they made the Krampus. Like in the Blu-ray has some awesome bonus features. They kind of show like the Weta workshop, how they're making all the stuff, and they show the Krampus suit and the gimmick of it. Like there's a tiny camera by the nose, and the guy in the suit can't see shit out of it. There's no eye holes, but there's a tiny tablet in front of his face, so that way he can see what the face sees.
Nice.
Oh.
Giant, scary fucking demon Santa. And it's awesome. It's very cool. But they built lots of really great monsters and effects, and it's a lot of fun. It's really real black in its humor, but again, at its core, it is a really good Christmas movie.
So it's like a barbershop movie?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Queen Latifah has an awesome cameo towards the end. It's really good. Really solid. And then, not necessarily number one, but my dark horse pick is Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 5, The Toy Maker.
Part 5?
Part 5.
5 is really where they really got their stride.
Yep.
Now, for those of you that don't know, the original Silent Night, Deadly Night is about a boy who is on the road with his family, and there's a car on the side of the road, and they stop to help the guy, and he's dressed as Santa, and Santa murders his family in front of this kid. It fucks him up forever, and he goes on a murder spree dressed as Santa as an adult. You know, that old gem, right? Who hasn't seen that story a bunch of times?
Been there.
Yeah, we've all seen that. But the rest of them are kind of all unrelated, but they're all about Christmas.
Can I play one of my favorite scenes from Silent Night, Deadly Night 2?
I wish you would, yes.
And I have never actually seen either of these movies. I do have them on a hard drive, but I have seen this scene a bunch of times, so let me play that real quick. Guy putting out trash cans.
Garbage day! Huh? No!
And the weirdo says garbage day and shoots him point blank.
It's fucking dumb. But in Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 5,
oof,
they fucking up the game. Unrelated to the other movies. This is about a man who runs a toy shop. The man's name is Joe Petto, and he's played by Mickey fucking Rooney.
What?
In this movie. Mickey Rooney plays Joe Petto, and he runs a toy shop. And people start dying by being attacked by renegade toys. And the designs are crazy and all, whatever. Spoilers. The old man's son is actually a robot who has gained sentience. And he's been making toys because he wants to take over. He wants the mom of like one of the old man's favorite patrons. He wants to be her son. And so he's trying to kidnap her boy and take all the men out of her life so he can be her son. And he kills the dad at one point, impersonates Mickey Rooney by taking off his robot face and putting on a Mickey Rooney face. It might be the greatest movie ever made, you guys. If you want to get just a piece of the top quality performances and robot effects, I implore you to go to YouTube and check out the trailer for Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 5, and they totally ruined the fucking ending of the movie by showing you that the kid's a fucking robot.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's real bad, but boy does it make me happy. Would recommend. So that's what I got. So fucking hit us up on one of the Facebook ones. Knize, what we got?
Yeah. I was just screenshotting some of those. We got some on the PoP Facebook page and in the population group. So we got Shark, in no order, has It's a Wonderful Life, White Christmas, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Ooh, see, I don't think about that when it's a Christmas movie, but it totally is.
Nightmare Before Christmas, The Santa Claus, and Jingle All the Way.
Fuck yeah. I want to see Jingle All the Way get lots of play because it's fucking great.
You know, I like to watch Jingle All the Way. Like, it has become a tradition every year, but, man, that is not a good movie.
No. I fucking love it.
Anakin Skywalker.
Just sucking in every scene.
Sucking it.
He's the fucking worst. The worst.
You want me to keep rattling some of those off?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, keep going.
All right, let's see. Yeah. Sheila writes in. Classic Rudolph. We kind of talked about TV specials last week, but we'll still accept that.
Sure.
She also says Elf, which, man, I feel like this list, more than any other lists, I had a hard time deciding on my final 6, and Elf had to get cut from my top 6, even though I fucking love it so much. Sheila continues, Nightmare Before Christmas, The Santa Claus, again, Miracle on 34th Street, and Christmas Vacation. She gives honorable mentions to Krampus and Jingle All the Way. There we go.
Didn't even think about the Santa Claus somehow. Yeah, that's a good one. Juan on the Twitter throws up
fucking
at Panels on Pages. Number 6, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Good, solid, great pick.
Solid,
Love it.
solid. We're gonna go number 4. He put Elf.
Yes, love
also
Elf.
really solid. Number 3, Edward Scissorhands. Again, don't always think of it as a Christmas movie, but solid.
Which I just watched recently, and it takes a while for it to become a Christmas movie, but it ends as a Christmas movie. And I would
and the
kind
framing sequence is a Christmas thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 2, Scrooged.
Love Scrooged.
Fucking great. And the number 1, Gremlins.
Gremlins.
Gremlins. Gremlins with an M. Yeah, Gremlins. You may have noticed I skipped number 5 in this readout because number 5 was a very Harold and Kumar fucking Christmas.
Which,
like, what?
Yeah. He finishes his list by saying Die Hard is a given and doesn't make the list because, duh, it is a given. But he decided to put a very Harold and Kumar Christmas at number 5 ahead of National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
And in place of Die Hard altogether.
I have seen a very Harold and Kumar Christmas, and I like Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. I love that movie. But a very Harold and Kumar Christmas is the absolute worst of the Harold and Kumar movies.
I didn't know that existed. It was
just
this moment.
It was 3D too.
It's 3D
so
too,
it
yeah.
has 3D gimmicks throughout.
Ugh.
It's real bad. It's like, oof. I don't even know.
Yeah, it's not a great time. So what you got, Kelly? I'm interested to hear your list. What you meant to come up with?
All right, so I've as much as I love Christmas, I've realized I don't like Christmas movies.
Well, we're gonna force feed them to you, so you're gonna like it.
Fucking, I don't. Sorry, number 6, Christmas Story. Don't like that movie.
I hate that movie. I don't like that movie. Goddamn bit.
The movie's got like 2 good bits. The rest is just bullshit. I couldn't think of another one to put on here, so I just went with that.
I like it, but I wouldn't put it as a favorite because it's just it's so ubiquitous.
It's so played out. Number 5, Scott Pilgrim. I got it for Christmas as a gift one year, and there's snow in it, so good enough.
Fucking love that movie.
I like that. I like that pick.
Number 4, Hateful Eight. Saw the Roadshow on Christmas night. There's a whole bunch of snow in it.
Oh, the Roadshow was dope.
The Roadshow was rad.
I like this pick. I like this pick a lot.
Number 3, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Christmas stuff. There's snow in it.
I still need to see.
And it's a perfect movie.
Yeah, it's a good-ass movie. Number 2, Elf. Really, really enjoy that movie. It's a good time.
Like, me and Mary were having a discussion recently that some of her coworkers don't like Will Ferrell. And it's like, okay, like, I can get if maybe you don't like his style, but Elf and also Step Brothers, I would say, even if you don't like Will Ferrell, you should watch those because they're great movies.
Yeah, they're fun movies. Like, I'm actually excited to see their stupid Sherlock movie.
Yeah.
It's not going to be any good.
Those two together, Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly, are great, and I will watch them in anything.
Yeah.
Do not watch, however, the claymation Elf special that's on Netflix that has Jim Parsons voices Buddy the Elf.
Oh, God, that just sounds so bad.
Do not recommend.
And then number 1, I'm stealing an old bit, Dread.
Sure.
We'll accept.
When Mama gets tossed through the window, it kind of like it looks like it's snowing. It's like sparkly, sparkly snow. That was you pulled that one out, Kelly.
I figured out a way to make it work.
I'm proud of you. Since Lee seems
there's a whole lot of Christmas happening around me.
Okay,
I'm consulting from afar.
Let me rattle off a couple more Facebooks. We got Nedimloss checks in with
What's up, Nedimloss?
Die Hard, White Christmas, and Santa Claus the movie. because fuck a top 6, Nenumlus says. Santa Claus the movie, I used to watch that a lot when I was a kid. For those that don't know, it is Dudley Moore is like Santa's main elf, and Santa is actually played by the guy who was the Big Lebowski in the Big Lebowski. And he's a really good Santa. And then John Lithgow is some fucking gross corporate dude that ends up stealing the recipe for these candy canes or whatever from Dudley Moore's elf. It's weird. It's kind of weird.
I don't think I've ever even heard of this before.
It's Santa Claus the movie, man. The movie.
All right.
I feel like I've heard of it. I don't think I've ever seen it, though.
It also has a little bit of that Batman Begins vibe to it, kind of like Santa Claus is coming to town. I would give it a watch if you can find it.
Right.
I don't know if it's streaming anywhere, but it's 80s trash, essentially.
Right.
And then we got Nero says it's especially rough since there aren't even 6 Christmas movies total. And his list is Christmas Story, Grinch, Die Hard 1 and 2. I'm pretty sure that's it.
That's the only Christmas movies ever. We watched The Grinch the other night when we were building our Christmas Legos. The Ron Howard, Jim Carrey Grinch movie. And fuck, that's a weird movie.
It is.
Wait, I didn't even realize that Ron Howard made that movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's why Clint Howard's in it. The only explanation.
God, that movie's so weird.
And like they're doing the flashback, kind of like how the Grinch came to Whoville, whatever. And we're building Legos. I'm like, stop what you're doing. Watch this. Look, because this is the part where they show you that the Grinch arrived in Whoville the night they were having their annual swingers key party in Whoville. And she's like, what? They go, just watch. And sure as shit, they show some Who's dropping keys into a bowl and giggling. I'm like, yeah, those Who's are about to fuck the minute the camera goes off. She's like, what? Like, what if... No. I'm like, oh, yeah. She said, no, they're just like taking keys and no one drives a drunk. I go, there ain't no booze in Whoville. That's not what's happening here. They fuck in Whoville. They don't drink.
The mayor of Whoville fucks.
He fucks. Fucking weird, that movie. We watched that and we watched Love Actually. Good times.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I might talk about Love Actually in a little bit. Actually, fuck it. Since we're on the topic, honorable mention to Love Actually and Trading Places and other Christmas movies that have tits in them. We watched Love Actually last night or the night before, and I remembered that it had tits, but I didn't remember how much tits were in it. Just kind of like casual tits.
Fair amount of tits.
There is a whole subplot involving two porn stand-ins, and one of them is Bilbo Baggins.
Yep.
So I guess you should guess that. But then, like, I was thinking, what Christmas movie has the most tits? Do you think?
Ooh, that's a good question.
And I think Love Actually might be it, because there's like 4 or 5 different tit scenes in there. Can we still call them tits?
I think so.
Hoots.
Hoots. Jammers, as Kelly says.
Yeah, jammers.
So
see, I feel like they're only hoots if they're at least like somewhat covered. I think once you can see the whole thing, it's a tit.
No, well, hoots for me, if we're talking my definition of hoots, are like hoots, like like she's having trouble keeping these things in her shirt, like some hoots.
Solid. I accept that.
So let's see. I was listening to. There's the Jack Frost with Shannon Elizabeth.
Oh yeah, that's a good time.
There is some boobs in Die Hard. Almost boobs in Christmas Vacation, but not quite. I do believe there is a significant amount of boobs in Harold and Kumar, and don't they go to a strip club in The Night Before at some point?
I believe they do. Yeah.
Charlize Theron in Reindeer Games. But
fucking Reindeer Games.
And then Jamie Lee Curtis in Trading Places. But I think if we're talking most boobs and or tits and or jammers or hoots, it might be Love Actually.
I think so. See, and I would have put Love Actually on my list because I really do like that movie. but and I say it every time we watch it. I like that movie, but the score is so over fucking bearing. It's
like just watching it on Netflix, they were really trying to sell that soundtrack. Because you're watching a dialogue scene, say like your volume's at 26. You're watching a dialogue scene and it's all right, and then the music hits and it's like, holy shit, I need to turn this down to 18.
It's so big and grandiose. Like the score for that movie, it pisses me off. It's too fucking much.
And music is a big component of the story too. So, you know.
Oh, but I like that.
Yeah.
Like all the shit, like Bill Nighy's song. I like all that shit. That's great.
What did you say? How did you pronounce his name, Lee?
Nighy.
I believe the G is silent. I don't know.
I don't know. It's British. Who gives a shit? Yeah, solid movie. What else you got, Knize?
Okay. Here's my top 6. Since I've already discussed some of my honorable mentions in other people's lists. Number 6, I'm going to go with Nightmare Before Christmas. Whether it's a Halloween movie, whether it's a Christmas movie, whatever your mileage is, I know Juggalo John says it's a Halloween or a Christmas movie, not Halloween.
It can be both.
It can be both. But I also want to shout out Tim Burton, even though he didn't direct that. Nightmare Before Christmas is his movie, and it's got that Danny Elfman score, and it's got his aesthetic to it. So I want to throw in Batman Returns and Edward Scissorhands at the same time, because the damn Edward Scissorhands score might as well have Jack Skellington singing to it. It's the same fucking music.
Yeah. Lots of oboes.
Yeah. I'm going to go with number 5, The Santa Claus, even though Tim Allen's a piece of trash these days. It's like the way they explain some of the Santa stuff, like the example I love to use is the Rose Suchik Ladder Company.
Yeah.
Like that's a stupid bit, but I like it. I like the bureaucracy of being Santa Claus. And
yeah, see that's the most stuff that's the funnest stuff about that Christmas Chronicles. Like the movie itself is fine, but like all the
world building kind of
the takes on the Santa myth are a lot of fun.
I like that. Santa Claus though, it's depressing. Like the second act into most of the third act is pretty sad because he's getting his kid taken away from him because everybody thinks he's gone nuts and is pretending to be Santa Claus.
And fucking Judge Reinhold's a piece of shit.
And those sweaters. Number 4,
sweaters.
Despite my current day feelings about Bill Murray, Scrooged is so good. I'm couple that with Santa Claus and a couple of my other picks later on. But I've said it before on the show, but my dad loves slapstick comedy and he loves Christmas
casual
movies.
racism.
He loves Christmas movies and he loves Christmas movies with slapstick comedy. And like Tim Allen's getting the shit kicked out of him in Santa Claus. Bill Murray gets punched in the nuts by the Ghost of Christmas Present like 5 times.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Just really good. Good cast. You know, one of my favorite Christmas Carol is Mickey's Christmas Carol, but this is an adult version of that story, and it's just so good. He plays a piece of shit so well because he kind of is. Bill Murray, you piece of shit. Number 3, I am going to go Die Hard. Even though it's cliche, it is without a doubt one of those movies that me and my family would watch around Christmas. And Mary was, I didn't realize it, but Mary was telling me tonight she had never seen Die Hard before we got together, and it has become a tradition in our family too. So, number 2, I am going to do a twofer because they're the same movie, but I love them just the same. Home Alone 1 and Home Alone Lost in New York.
Solid. Nicole nods in approval.
More Christmas slapstick. Joe Pesci, Daniel Stern getting the living shit kicked out of themselves.
I woke up Sunday to the sound of Jack getting his ass off watching Home Alone with Nicole and Zoe in the living room.
They both should have been murdered countless times. And then number 1.
Just imagine pulling on a cord and having a fucking iron drop on your head.
Number 1 with a bullet. Like I tried to fight it, but I couldn't. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That is like every frame of that is just reminds me of Christmas and watching it with my family and seeing some of my family in it and all that.
Yeah.
And again, speaking of Bill Murray being a piece of shit, Chevy Chase, come on. But it might be Chevy Chase's last hurrah, last good role before he stopped giving a shit.
See, people say that, but I don't mind Vegas Vacation.
Vegas Vacation's okay. I don't hate on it. But
it's great mostly for all of the Cousin Eddie shit in Vegas Vacation is what makes the movie.
There is definitely a point in the early 90s where Chevy Chase stopped giving a goddamn.
A little bit.
And the extra added with Christmas Vacation and the Home Alone movies, extra added that it's originally based in, like the Chicago area. So I had that personal connection to it growing up.
I'll allow it.
That's my list.
Chicago.
Right on. Let's see. Going to the Twitter. Chris and Alan hit us up. Said it doesn't have a full 6, but these are the ones that were always in rotation for Christmas. Going the 1947 version of Miracle on 34th Street. It's old school. Trapped in Paradise.
Yes. I saw this list and I had to immediately download Trapped in Paradise. Do you motherfuckers know what Trapped in Paradise is?
I don't even know what that is. No idea.
Trapped in Paradise is Nicolas Cage, John Lovitz, Dana Carvey are brothers. I believe they just got out of jail.
What?
And they're planning like their next heist, but then they get snowed in this little quaint town. And they're stuck there. I believe it's called Paradise. So they're trapped in paradise. And they're going between, trying to feel the Christmas spirit. And they also are trying to hatch, like, robbing the local bank at the same time. It's fun.
This sounds absurd.
And it's not super crazy Nick Cage. It's mid-90s Nick Cage, but it's John Lovitz and Dana Carvey chewing up the scenery.
Huh.
It's fun, man.
All right.
I saw that motherfucker in the theater.
Okay. Solid. Moves on to number 4, Muppet Christmas Carol, which is my favorite Christmas Carol.
Today is the anniversary of that.
Yeah.
Me and Mary sat
down
and watched it
Christmas
tonight.
Vacation.
Yeah.
Number 2, Toy Story and A Christmas Story, and number 1, Elf.
Yes. Elf. If Elf were a little bit... Elf is too new to make my top 6. Because...
That's the thing, man. It's not that fucking new. It's like 15 years old already.
But compared to the rest of my top 6, it's not one of those movies that I've been watching during family Christmases for the past 20 years. But it's getting there. It might fuck around and knock out the Santa Claus at some point.
It could happen. We got a Facebook?
Yeah. Ben writes in. Let's go number 6 to number 1. Number 6, Three Godfathers, is a classic Western directed by John Ford that loosely retells the Nativity story, an overlooked gem. That one popped up on some of my, I did a Google search for Christmas movies, and I saw that a couple times. Ever the film nerd Ben is. Number 5, Gremlins, R.I.P. Miss Deagle. Yes. Number 4, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Randy Quaid had to dial the crazy down to maybe a 3 in this one. Number 3, Trading Places. Aykroyd's drunk Santa trying to eat prime rib on the subway is a scene that haunts me to this day. Is it prime rib or is it smoked salmon? I thought it was a fish. Whatever, It's gross. And number 2, A Christmas Story, definitely overplayed, but it still works for me. And number 1, It's a Wonderful Life. A cliche, I know, but George Bailey is one of the best and most relatable movie protagonists of all time. And man,
that's super old school.
I just cannot fuck with those old-ass movies. It's a Wonderful Life, Miracle on 34th Street. Like, give me color or give me death.
Jesus Christ.
I just can't even.
Intense.
They look bad. They sound bad. Give me some Technicolor, goddammit.
Technicolor.
Give me some talking in my movies.
Yeah, your lovely wife hits us up on the Twitter.
She does.
Number 6, White Christmas. See, and I'll go. I don't mind necessarily black and white, but I don't go into your fucking old timey dancing in my Christmas. I don't want that.
I watched that for the first time over last Thanksgiving with Mary and her mom, and boy, oh boy, it takes them about 2 hours before there's any Christmas in it at all.
Yeah, fuck that movie. Number 5, Scrooged. Number 4, Muppet Christmas Carol. 3, Home Alone 1 and 2.
She stole that from me because she was having trouble finishing her list, and she was like, "Yeah, but I don't know if I want to put Home Alone 1 or Home Alone 2 on there." And I was like, "Maybe put them both in the same line."
Same fucking movie. Number 2, Elf, and number 1, Christmas Vacation.
Yep.
Obviously. Let's see. We'll go one more back to the Facebook. Whitworth on Facebook says the Patrick Stewart Christmas Carol, which I don't think I've ever seen.
Which also I think was a TV movie, but who's counting?
Number 5, the Kung Fu Panda Holiday. Okay. Fuck it. Why not? Number 4, Frosty the Snowman. Number 3, The Muppet Christmas Carol. Number 2, Mickey's Christmas Carol. And number 1, The Life and Adventures of Santa Claus, which I've never heard of before.
Which is one of those Rankin Bass claymation movies, but it's
how many of those goddamn things do they make?
A shitload.
I thought I knew them all. Jesus Christ. All right. And then I think Jose's all we got left, yeah?
We got Doug on Facebook, too.
What we got?
I can rattle that one off real quick. It says they generally watch more TV specials and very special episodes, but he's got the Jim Carrey Christmas Carol, which
I forget that exists.
I downloaded that,
Oh my God,
too.
yeah.
I want to take a look at that one. A Christmas Story, Elf, White Christmas, and the original Miracle on 34th Street. Not for nothing, but that remake of Miracle on 34th Street with John Hammond from Jurassic Park is decent.
Yeah, and Mara Wilson, right? Yeah.
Yep. And Dylan McDermott or Dermot Mulroney, I don't know.
They're the same guy. It's fine. Yeah, the Jim Carrey Christmas Carol is one of those creepy Zemeckis Mocat movies, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which not a lot of love for Polar Express tonight, huh?
Dude, I saw that for the first time over the weekend in the cabin last week, and it's fucking terrible to look at. Like, it's weird. Like, it just you could get away with it today, but it just wasn't there. And like anyone in the room should have been like, Bob, it's not there yet.
John in the chat says, don't forget that he emailed his list.
Oh shit, that's right. Sorry, we did have some emails. Right. Yeah. Okay, we got 2 emails. Also, fucking Vetter hit us up at popcast at PanelsOnPages.com and sent like a list of like 15 fucking.
Look at all this fan mail.
It's like 15 or 20 suggestions for future top 6s, which is pretty great.
Oh shit!
So, yeah,
nice.
Yeah, really appreciate that. So we'll check those out after the new year.
Yeah, super appreciate that, Vetter, but you're still going to get knocked out in the first round of the playoffs. You don't deserve it.
I mean, and then Vetter did write in with his top 6. He says, I bring you all tidings of comfort and joy this evening. I also bring what I'm sure will be a fairly common list of Christmas movies, with maybe one exception. Number 6, then. This is one we haven't heard this yet. Babes in Toyland. Love this movie as a kid, and while it hasn't aged super well, it's all still a sentimental favorite of mine.
Yeah,
So,
I remember one Christmas season in particular. I was at my grandmother's house, and I remember watching that very vividly.
I don't think I've ever seen it. I remember seeing the super creepy box art at the video store as a kid. I mean, like, that looks... I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. It fucking freaks me out. Okay, number 5, Elf. 4, the Santa Claus, in particular, the second one. Something about the scene where the school faculty receives all their childhood toys gets to him.
That's a cool scene. That's a dope scene.
Yeah. Number 3, Gremlins. More of a Christmas movie than Die Hard. Fight me.
I would almost agree with that.
Yeah, I think so. Because, like, while Die Hard is a Christmas movie in as much as it takes place at Christmas.
At a Christmas party.
Yeah. Okay. Is it a Christmas movie? One, is Christmas a focal point of the movie? Or two, do the events of the movie happen specifically because of Christmas? Right? That makes it a Christmas movie. Ergo, Die Hard. But Gremlins, like, yeah, all up in Christmas. Number 2, Christmas Vacation. Then number 1, A Christmas Story. He says, I don't care that it's overplayed. It's great and one of the most quotable movies ever made. I respectfully disagree better. But he then says, I had a chance to visit the house in Cleveland and loved every second of it.
That's
all
cool.
the props were there in the house, and I got to touch the electric sex that illuminated from the actual leg lamp. That's kind of neat that that's set up there. It's kind of cool. And then, yeah, Juggalo John wrote in his list. Number 6, Home Alone. Honorable mention to Home Alone 2. Number 5, both versions of Miracle on 34th Street.
Nice.
Number 4, The Ref. He said, this movie ruined American Beauty for me. Saw this one first. Since Kevin Spacey is kind of playing the same part, I just wanted Dennis Leary to come on screen and tell all the people in American Beauty to shut the fuck up. Number 3, Scrooge. Number 2, Nightmare Before Christmas. And number 1, Christmas Vacation. So yeah, good shit. Good times. So, Jose.
What up? Let's do this thing. Let's do this. Shout out.
Take us home. Shout out.
Shout out.
My shout out was to The Night Before. I said when you brought it up, I watched it on the plane. Not really expecting anything, but I like everybody who was involved and was really touched and moved by the story, and it was actually pretty fucking funny.
A movie about fucking just bros.
Yeah. It was a good story. So watch that. Also shout out to Trading Places. Represent. Whoop whoop. Shout out to No Names, but you know who you are. The Hoots from that scene in the train. No names. Because they were.
What? What?
Jamie Lee Curtis's scenes where she shows her hoots.
She's not
on give the name.
Why are we keeping that secret?
She's not on a train.
good, no
She's in a
names.
bedroom.
Are you worried about her yogurt commercial career? The world knows her favorite Street Fighter character. We can know her name, or we've seen her boots.
I don't know. Everything went out.
She's a Vega woman.
I already said my next one. That's what I'm saying. I lost signal.
Oh, okay. So you said Trading Places, and then you were talking about Jamie Lee Curtis hoots on the subway. Or you didn't. You said no names, though. You still there, Jose?
Hello?
Hello. How are you, Jose?
All right. Last shout out. Batman Returns. Whoop whoop.
Yes.
All right. Coming in. Got Home Alone. Again, like I said, a lot of these are already going to be on there. Home Alone at 6. Jingle All the Fucking Way was my number 5.
Yeah, boy.
Love that fucking movie. Christmas Vacation, number 6. That was one of the ones. It's just always on. It was just always on. Some great scenes, and probably before Community, like the last good thing he did, the last great thing he did. And then I got Scrooged. I said it when we talked about Mickey's Christmas Carol. There's only 2 versions of that story that mean anything, and it's 1 star is Mickey Mouse and 1 star is Bill Murray. And
it's
then,
a bone, you lucky dog.
These 2 you can flip, you can flop. I'll take either one. Die Hard Gremlins. Just the fucking the jam, the Christmas.
Flip 'em, flop 'em.
My God, imagine the Gremlins take over Nakatomi with John McClane in the air ducts.
Oof.
Oh.
On radio on radio with fucking Family Matters running like the control center.
I'm sorry, his name is Reginald Vell Johnson.
Him as well. On the comms with fucking Mogwai and goddamn what's his Gizmo.
Gizmo.
Bam.
I love how lately when Jose can't like place a word, he just goes, "God damn." That was fun.
Gizmo, y'all. But yeah, just the fucking jams. I mean,
NECA has that ultimate gremlin figure that should be hitting stores now, which is pretty dope.
Yeah.
Where it comes with a popcorn bucket, but then you can also take the popcorn.
Put your dick in it?
You can take the popcorn out of it and then put the bucket
Your dick in it.
No, you put the bucket on the gremlin's head and it's got eye holes for it to look through.
That's cool.
well, some call eye holes, some call dick holes.
And they got like a GameStop exclusive that comes with a little like gremlin arcade game and an old school like gremlin NES game box.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's my
Pretty dope.
dick in a box.
Let's talk comics and get out of here.
Let's do that.
Holy shit.
The problem with comic books is the ink comes off on your hands. Every time you turn a page, you have to wash your hands.
So I read that Power Rangers graphic novel, The Soul of the Dragon, came out last week.
I liked it.
That's pretty cool. I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did a lot of fun stuff, like kind of with the overall lore, which I thought was kind of neat. That was a good swan song for the Tommy character. Like, I liked it. That was cool.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool.
Yeah. Like, art wasn't like the best, kind of spotty in places, but I thought it was cool. I liked it.
It was much better than the art in that Undertaker graphic novel that Boom put out.
Oh, how was that? That sounds like it was just amazing.
It started off decent, but like it just got shittier as the book went because they kept like changing out the artist.
Ooh.
And they kept declining in quality in terms of art.
Ooh.
It got
like
real
that.
bad by the end.
That's unfortunate. That's all that is. Shit. Fucking what else? Let's see. That was kind of the big one, man. That's fine. The Hulk book, Immortal Hulk, is still fucking great.
God, that book is wild, and I love it.
Yeah, like we didn't talk about the issue where the Hulk spent most of the book cut up in pieces in different jars.
Oh, that was awesome.
Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah. The payoff to that being that he allowed himself to be captured. Basically, they had themselves a dead Banner, and then they cut Banner up and put him in the little jars. And then at night he hulked out. So they had a bunch of Hulks in jars. The payoff to the bit being, oh shit, he let us do this to see if he could survive it, and he could, and he fucking killed the dude. And so Banner wakes up like, oh shit, I think I killed a dude. Like, yeah, Banner, you totally killed the fucking dude. But he was an asshole. But I don't think Banner cares about that so much. Fucking that book is nuts. And then like this crazy shit with the Absorbing Man becoming like the new Red Hulk, and
oh, that was fucking rad.
Man, it's like a straight up horror comic.
And his body just fucking splits open.
Oh man, this crazy like this skull on a spine, like fighting the Hulk, who's like deflated because all his gamma's been taken away.
Oh my god,
it's so crazy. God, love that crazy ass book. It's fun. What else? I like the first issue of Winter Soldier, Kyle Higgins, who wrote that Power Ranger graphic novel.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's good. Rod Reyes on the art. Bucky, kind of just helping people get out of shitty situations that they kind of put themselves in. It's pretty good. I liked it. It's cool. Still love West Coast Avengers. Kind of becoming one of my low-key favorite books.
Loki's in that?
He probably will be soon, if I had to guess. Just fun. Lots of fun. Silly stuff.
Loki's still a chick or what?
No, he's back to being a handsome boy again.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, he's just normal Loki now.
Yeah, but he'll never be old man Loki again. He's always gonna be sexy Loki from now on.
Oh, of course.
God, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. I've been digging Blackbird from Image.
Yeah, that's a very pretty book.
Jim Gibbons works on that book.
Yeah. He's edits that book for Image, and that's why I read it, because I fucking love me some Jimbo. And it's got real pretty artwork. It's still very early. This is issue 3, so they're still doing a lot of world building, but I'm into it. Like the stuff they're doing is pretty cool. It's neat, and I would definitely recommend checking that out. It's a lot of fun. Venom 9 was kind of cool. I got Ryan Stegman back on art, and they do a thing where the whole kind of premise surrounding Venom and the arc right now is that after the fight with the crazy symbiote God Dragon, Eddie Brock still has the symbiote, and it can still venom him up, but the symbiote is essentially brain dead. It doesn't have a personality anymore. It's just pure reflex. So in this issue, he's walking it around the city like on a leash as it's taking the form of like a crazy black pit bull. And that's fucking cool. Like, this is super goddamn metal. It was awesome. And then last thing I'll talk about is I got in on the latest Top Cow Humble Bundle a few weeks ago. And there was just goddamn all kinds of shit in there. It was like, I think it was like $700 worth of comics, and I got it for like $18 or some shit like that. But I read the first volume of Postal by Matt Hawkins and Isaac Goodhart. And it's one of those things I'd seen, like I know that Postal exists, but I didn't know what it was. And so it's about this small town called Eden, and everyone in the town is a criminal. But there is no crime in the town. They don't tolerate crime in the community, in the town. And the main character is the kid who delivers the mail. And he's the mayor's son, and he has Asperger's. And so a lot of it is him kind of his internal monologue trying to rationalize, okay, this is how I know I should react to this. So let me just kind of make the face that people I know this chick wants me to make, that kind of thing. Which is kind of interesting. Sometimes I read some of the shit he does. I'm like, oh shit, I think that too. Am I learning something about myself? Oh no. Oh no. But shit goes south when his old man, who was one of the guys who founded the town, shows up, drops a dead girl in the middle of the town. Turns out it's his sister who his mom sent away when she was a baby, and the dad wants him to be like, a monster like he is. Like, it's crazy twists and turns from like the very beginning. It's cool. It's really, really neat. So I think I got like 7 trades of it or something like that. So I got plenty to work through, but it's pretty fucking rad. Would recommend. It's cool. Yeah. Like, what else you got, Kelly? What's going on?
Not much. Border Town continues to be great. Are you reading that?
No.
It's from Vertigo. I picked it up purely because of Ramon Villalobos' art. But it's a really good story. It's about a kind of a group of misfit kids who live in, I think it's New Mexico, somewhere like right on a border town, as the title would say.
Sure.
And it's about all these kind of mystical monsters of Mexican lore coming through this portal to our world.
Cool. Okay.
So, like, in the first issue, they kind of befriend a chupacabra, and as things go on, we're at issue 4 now, you can see the border between, the magical world and our world kind of shrinking as time goes on.
Huh, that's kind of neat.
Yeah, it's really good. It's well worth checking out. Let's see what else was out this past week.
Juan alluded to it in the chat, but I was just looking at Twitter, and Kenny, good buddy Kenny, was tweeting about Border Town. Apparently, the one of the creators is being accused of being a sexually abusive scumfuck of a monster, and I just put the link. I put the link to that tweet in the podcast thread.
Oh no! Oh no! Why? I like that book a lot. All right, good. It's the writer, not the artist. I like the artist.
Right. So just look at the art, Kelly. It'll be fine.
Woo! All right, cool. I was going to say, not Ramon. Don't take him from me.
Not Ramon!
He's a nice man who follows me on Twitter.
Oh, nice.
Yeesh. Man, that sucks. All right. What else? The X-Men holiday special came out this past week, and that was a lot of fun. Every page was a single issue story or a single page story, so it was pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was like an
very
advent
cool.
calendar. There were some that connected, like there was an ongoing Jubilee story where she was trapped in a mall that was turned into a murder place by Arcade.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was a really fun thing. And then did you read the first issue of the new Shazam series?
No.
I really liked it, but like what really sold me on it was the backup story, which is just straight up drawn by a manga artist. And that's really cool to see in an American comic.
Japan shit is going worldwide, man.
Mr. Worldwide.
Okay, that's awesome.
But yeah, that's all I got.
Sweet deal. And they were talking about Knize?
I didn't read any comics, but I did hear about. Did you guys hear about this TKO Presents?
No.
So it's this new. It's a TKO Studios. It's a new comic book company that says they're going to be doing things a little bit differently. Some of the creators they have are, let's see, Roxanne Gay, Jeff Lemire, Garth Ennis, Steve Epting. I'm just going through ones that I recognize. Jordy Belair, Andy Bellinger, Ming Doyle, Sal and Steven Simeone, a bunch of creators.
All right.
And what they're doing is each of these creators is doing their own book, but what they're doing is they're not doing monthly issues. They'll take a miniseries, a 6-issue miniseries, and right off the bat, they're going to give you what you want. Either you want these 6 single issues, we'll send them to you in a box, a cool fucking box, and then you can have these 6 floppies. Or you can buy the trade paperback.
Interesting.
Or buy it off a digital download, all at the same time. So they're taking these what I would assume are creator-owned properties and saying, how do you want it? Do you want floppies, a trade, or digital? You can have it right now. You don't have to wait 6 months for this to be collected.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting way to do things in this age of kind of like instant gratification and, shit's premiering on streaming now. This is a way to do things a bit differently, but also do things to where you're not alienating any specific customer base. And these the box sets of the single issues are kind of fancy looking. Let me send you this image. They're pretty dope looking boxes. And that would be a really cool way to store a series of books.
That rules.
So yeah, I've been out of the comics game for a while, but I did see that come across my timeline, and I thought it was worth mentioning. So yeah, that's
pretty cool.
TKO Studios, TKO Presents. I think
Garth
it's at
Ennis and Steve Epting on this book called Sarah. Holy shit, that looks nuts.
at TKO Presents on Twitter. Check them out.
Huh. All right.
Didn't Garth Ennis die?
No.
Okay.
Steve Dillon
died.
Steve Dillon died. Okay. Warren Ellis, he alive?
He's still around, still kicking it.
Warren Ellis alive. Garth Ennis alive. Steve Dillon dead. Garth Ennis, a name Jose made up years ago.
Yes. All of that checks out, yes.
Okay. Just making sure I got my notes right.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Well done. Fucking great. What you got, Jose?
You got a
to
donk
put you
that
on the
looks
spot.
like you got a donk that looks like it's eating a pair of jeans.
That's
No comics.
it's almost too much donk.
It is a lot of donk. I don't understand how donks are getting to be like
but
that.
on The Good Wife, the guy that played The
Goddamn.
villain from Watchmen.
Oh, Ozymandias.
Ozymandias. He has made his come up in the show.
Ah.
More on that to come.
That guy was good. Was it The Lookout he was in with Joseph Gordon-Levitt that he was really good in?
Oh, that's a good movie.
That actor? Yeah.
Maybe.
Checks out. I feel like that was one of Jose's 52 pickup movies.
Oh, what up, 52 pickup? Shot out.
About time for a nostalgia run.
Uh-oh. Shout out.
Might make it to 52 just yet. Cool. Well, let's call it a night.
Let's be done.
Next week, we'll probably just talk a little bit of the results of fantasy football and then dive right into Star Wars Christmas special.
Or possibly a lot of football.
We can just do that. We can just do Star Wars Christmas special. As much as I'm not looking forward to that.
I mean, we can talk football during the Star Wars Christmas
we
special.
absolutely could. We absolutely could.
There's a lot of
There's probably going to be a point where we can just have Mahoney come on.
Yeah, well, we don't decide we don't want to do this anymore.
No, we'll have a good time. It's an absolute train wreck, but we'll have fun watching it together.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it because I've tried a couple times that I've always tapped out because I'm always just like, no, I
don't think I've ever watched it fully.
I watched it once.
How long
in
is
one
it?
sitting?
It's about 2 hours.
Yeah,
God
it's
damn,
a long
is it?
fucking time.
Which is
Holy
one of the biggest.
fuck.
It's one of its biggest problems is that it's 2
Yeah.
hours long. It should
So,
have
yeah,
been.
we're definitely talking football during the thing.
It should have been a half an hour.
Yes.
but it goes on for what feels like 7 days.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's already too long. We haven't even pushed play yet.
And I am going to try and figure out if we can somehow embed it in our video. I don't know. It's on YouTube. And there might be a way for us to like watch it together so that we don't all have to press play. Well, I'm going to research that in the next week. We'll see.
Right on.
We're going to end this year on a bang.
I like it. So come back for that. That'd be a fun one to listen along live because that's, again, everyone can see it because everyone got them YouTubes. So come back, hang out with us next week. We'll do that, and then we'll be off for a couple weeks for them holidays, y'all.
I'm back with a vengeance. Some vim and vigor.
Not traveling, staying home. It's going to be fucking great.
Vinegar strokes, baby.
Very excited. So yeah, come back next week. We'll be back at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central at youtube.com/panelsonpages. You can email us, popcast@panelsonpages.com, or leave us a voicemail, 616-951-1POP, or on the Twitter @panelsonpages. For Jason Knize, Jose Guzman, and Kelly Harris, I'm the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez, and we'll talk to you fools next week. Night. Love you. Bye-bye.
wonderful.
Bravo!
I loved that.
Oh, it was great.
Well, it was pretty good.
Well, it wasn't bad.
Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good, though.
It could have been a lot better.
I didn't really like it.
It was pretty terrible.
It was bad.
It was awful.
It was terrible.
Get him away!
Hey!